So we have a labor dispute with the company listed D&D Painting on your guys' new building project on campus. This is not a strike, it's a picket. It's a difference. And we just have a long-lasting labor dispute. They pay under industry standards. We are the painters union. We set those standards for the DIR and everything like that, and they've been proven to pay underneath that standard. Prevailing wage job, there's public money into it. Your guys' money. You would probably want the best and responsible workers on this job site. Well, we're all organizers here. This is what we do. We fight for the labor movement and fight for the working class. So this is just one of those contractors when we see them on jobs that we approach and try to work it out. If they can't work it out, we have a labor dispute. Our end goal is to have Mountain View School District hire smarter in the future. If they do PLAs or anything like that moving forward, it'd probably be best. And a PLA is a project labor agreement, and that's where they all come together and work it out with the agreement that they hire right, hire smart. And you would think, being a school where you're growing up and getting skilled and trained for life, you would want the same responsibilities for your projects here.
We're the construction managers for the project here, the student service building. We have a painter on site that is a non-union painter, but he's prevailing wage, and they go through the same apprenticeship program similar to the unions, and it's they're part of the ABC, Associated Building Contractors of Northern California. And if you look up ABC, they have an apprenticeship program, which is almost identical to the unions.
ABC is literally, you can get it done in like 24 hours and be a certified apprentice. It's a joke.
When ours is 4 years.
We have so many ABC apprentices that join our union and go, holy shit, I haven't been trained yet.
I was on the committee 20 years ago.
Things he did 15 years ago, and I asked him, you don't think things have changed?
Yeah, they're just not training their people properly to do the work as qualified. And if they are, then why is the guy here when it's still moisture in the air? I'm not even a painter, but I know the paint doesn't adhere correctly to the structure if it's still moisture on the building.
They were prepping and getting everything prepped and waiting for the temperatures to warm up and go from there. So right now we can't even do the tennis courts. That's why the tennis courts are closed, because the temperatures are below 50 degrees. We have to wait for the temperatures to get up to get the final coating. And that's why we haven't the gyms done, but we haven't been able to get the tennis courts done because of the temperatures. We have to achieve the proper temperature to put all the coatings on.
Here's the biggest difference between the ABC, which is ran by the owners. The unions are ran by the members.
And if you look at some of the biggest union busting companies, usually the ABC supports all those companies. So for the ABC to say they're a union apprenticeship is a joke, because they put money towards union busting it on constantly. These guys have been fined for stuff like this for the turn of the century, so it's not going to stop today, unfortunately.
That's fine. I mean, they fine is they can throw a picket up. The main thing is we make sure that we ask them respectfully, honor the passage of students and staff, and without harassing.
At the beginning, my goal is to work with you guys for the future. If anyone asks how do we stop this in the future, I think the easiest one would be a PLA moving forward, project labor.
Yeah, I know the school district sometimes.
No, 100%. It's out of your hand. I understand that.
It
for
is.
sure.
It is. It's some of them accept it, some of them don't. And the other thing too is they got to watch out for the taxpayers.
Yeah.
Well, you know that there's school districts right now, because I've been on several job walks, that instead of having these small projects go out for like a single prime contract, they've been bundling up so it hits the PLA threshold. Because and I asked them, well, why are you guys doing this? They're like, because it's been obvious what the difference is between the PLAs and the non-PLA projects.
Yeah, and just moving forward, with the verbiage in the PLAs, none of this would happen or anything. And lastly, it's not against you, it's not against. We're here for the workers.